Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Topic Time with Harrison Young. Boy, the humidity was pretty rough for a while. It seems to have changed a lot. It's a little less humid out. It's a beautiful afternoon out today, and I have an awesome guest in here today, a dancer. We'll get to her in a minute. Got to read these great underwriters, and then we'll proceed per usual. So we got Anthony Cycles in Bridgewater. We got Smoke and Ashes Tobacco Shops in Whitman, South Weymouth, Hanson, Abington, and Pembroke. We got the Whitman Abington News corporate office. There's the number. We got Vape Solutions in East Bridgewater. We got Lynch's Towing Auto, Cycle and Truck Center in Brockton. One number for towing, one number for projects. We got Comfort Upholstery in East Bridgewater. We got Auto Glass Installed Auto Body Repair in in Abington. We got Britain Tire Service in Brockton. We got John's Greenhouses and Flora Shop in Brockton. We got Eli's Auto Repair in Taunton. We got Middleborough Barbering in Middleborough. We got Sweezy Fence Erectors in Whitman. We got MDI Auto Brokers and Repair in Whitman, homely, fully certified used car. We got Joe's Diner in Taunton. We got Doggy Boutique, all breed professional grooming for dogs and cats, run by my great next door neighbor, Debbie Siddell in Brockton. We got Chapin Sheds in Whitman. We got Grant's Rental in Bridgewater. We got the Gun Runner LLC in Middleborough, dedicated to your Second Amendment rights. And we got Easton Fitness right here in the Village Shops in Northeastern. And on that note, I'll introduce Sneha Swaminathan. How do you say your last name? Swaminathan? Swaminathan. Okay, she is a dancer and a scientist, I just found out, and we're going to cover all that. We're going to talk to her today, and we're going to look at some footage. I guess about 10 minutes into the show, we're going to look at a video of her dancing.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, first of all, Sneha, thank you for coming down here and being on my show today. I really appreciate it. You look lovely.
Thank you, Harrison, for giving me an opportunity to be on the show.
Okay, you are quite well garbed, as I would say. I would say right now. I assume it's the Indian attire that people celebrate around that part of the world, correct?
Yeah, so the attire I'm wearing here is a traditional Indian costume.
Okay.
For a classical dance called Kathak.
Cool.
And I'm here representing Mona's Dance Academy. Guru Mona, we say for our teacher, we call them Guru.
Okay.
So Guru Mona has been my teacher for the last 10 years.
Okay.
And this is one of the attires that we wear for our traditional classical dancing.
Oh, that's great. Okay. She's the one who set up the interview, I believe.
Yes, and she's the one who introduced me to you.
Right.
And set up this interview so I can talk more about the school as well as about the dance and why I love it so much.
Okay, that's awesome. Okay, well, tell me about yourself. We'll go back to your childhood. I do that with all my guests.
Yeah.
You were born in India, I assume?
Yes, I was born in India, and I grew up in about 6 different cities.
All in India?
All in India.
Okay.
So my parents gave me the multicultural background of India, so I got to experience the different flavors of India, East, West, North, South. And so I finished my graduation in chemical engineering in India.
Okay.
And then my professors kind of motivated me to study more and learn more, delve deeper into science, and that brought me to Akron, Ohio, where I did my PhD in chemical engineering.
Oh, cool. What school was that in Akron?
University of Akron, Ohio.
Wow. And how long ago was that?
I graduated in 2010.
Okay, so 11 years.
Yes.
Oh, wow. Well,
and I found a job, and that brought me to Massachusetts.
Yep.
And again, I met Mona about 10 years ago.
Okay.
And I did start my dancing in 3 years in Ohio, and then when I joined Guru Mona here, I've been a part of the school for the last 10 years, and I've been learning more and more and enjoying the whole ride.
Wow, that's awesome. Okay, so basically you started as a scientist and then you became a dancer.
No, I'm still a scientist. I'm a technologist.
No, I know you. I know you're still a scientist too, but you started as a scientist, then you added on dancing.
Yes.
I get it. Okay, that's what I meant. Okay. All right. Well, so that's how you started. That's how your dancing career. You broke into that when you met her. You met her in 2010. Is that it, or 2011?
Yeah, 2011. Yeah.
Okay. And you met her in is her studio in Boston?
Yes, her school is in Boston. She's been teaching since 2004.
Okay.
But she started Mona's Dance Academy in 2011.
All right.
So I was like pretty much one of her first
Cool.
students, and I've been there for about 10 years now.
That's awesome. And are you a teacher too of dancing? or just a student?
Yes, I do volunteer as an assistant director.
Okay.
And so I've taken up more responsibilities as the years have passed on.
Yep.
So I always feel like science and dance are like very deeply connected.
Yeah.
So they basically energize different parts of my brain, and I think I do one job better than the other. Kind of it helps and complements each other. So I can be a better scientist with dance. I can be a better dance with science. So
Well, that's true. I guess dancing is a science in and of itself.
exactly. So
And certainly the laws of physics in motion.
exactly. There's certain guidelines in both, and that keeps you disciplined, gets you teamwork, and also, of course, you appreciate the creativity and innovation that goes with it. So,
Oh yeah.
yes.
Okay. Well, what kind of a scientist are you exactly? I mean, are you a physicist? Are you an astronomer or what?
I'm a technology director in a company where we make different non-woven materials and filters for
Okay.
things like face masks, for the HEPA filters, for
Right.
fuel filters. So basically, every aspect of life has some kind of filtration and separation going on, and I work in the R&D department.
Okay, that's amazing. All right. So, yeah, how do you split your time up between the dance studio and your other job as a technologist?
Again, it's Monday to Friday, I'm a technologist, and
Okay.
Friday, Saturday, Sunday, I'm pretty much a dancer.
Oh, okay. Wow.
So,
And in addition to that, you have a husband and kids.
yeah, I have one daughter who is 3.5, and I have
Okay.
a husband. So again, it's a lot of support from my teacher, from my colleagues, from basically my family that kind of helps me
Yeah.
have that balance. And I
Okay.
think it's very important to have a hobby, a pastime, something that energizes your
Oh, absolutely.
mind.
I couldn't agree more. Okay. So, and it obviously keeps you quite fit as well.
Yes, exactly. So it keeps me pretty fit, as well as it kind of helps me both internally as well as physically, because there's always a lot of new choreographies we're working on, and Guru Mona kind of she tries to basically push me above my comfort zone to try new things, and I have really, it's more like a family. We have a family, so I have other people in the dance class, other parents, and of course other participants.
Okay.
And they inspire me too. So it's more like a teamwork,
Right.
and how we do things together. Kind of, that's another part of science and dance, which I think is common, is like teamwork.
It's true. Now tell me about the type of dances you do. It sounds like you do a lot of them, and it sounds like they're popular in India, but it's also, are they used in like aerobic instruction too in the United States?
So the dance that I primarily do is
Yeah.
called Kathak.
Okay.
So I'll tell you more about it, because again, I'm very passionate about it and I want to share it with this audience. So
Okay.
Kathak is one of the 7 dance forms of India. So a classical dance is again a dance which is traditional,
Right.
and it has a certain guidelines and certain music and certain instruments associated with it.
Okay.
So the one that we do at Mona's Dance Academy, and which I've been learning, is called Kathak, which means storytelling.
Means what?
Storytelling.
Oh, storytelling. Got it.
Yes.
Of course.
So they, just to give you a quick, summary of what the dance is about. So you have like 3 different types or 3 different sections in the dance.
Okay.
And so one is called Nrita. Nrita means the footwork, like how you tap your feet to the music,
Yeah.
kind of synchronize it with the music and with the instruments. So it's like pure technicality. So
Okay.
that's the footwork, which you'll see in the video. Or,
Right. Okay.
And then you have something called the next level, which is Nritya,
Okay.
which is basically dance with emotions.
Okay.
So you show different emotions like love, anticipation. And then you have the Natya, which is basically the whole dramatization.
Okay.
So we kind of focus on all these 3 things.
Okay. Well, guess what? As we discussed a little earlier, we're going to take a look at the video of just those dances that you discussed, that you just mentioned, and
Yeah.
we'll be right back.
प्राण जाए पर वचन न जाए मेरी चांदी रात बन गई हो तुम जो आए जिंदगी में बात बन गई पाया मैंने पाया तुम्हें रब ने मिलाया तुम्हें होठों पे सजाया तुम्हें ना तुम्हें सगाया तुम्हें पाया मैंने पाया तुम्हें सबसे छुपाया तुम्हें सपना बनाया तुम्हें नींद में बुलाया तुम्हें
That was great. Tell me about them. You were just discussing the dances, and now we just watched it.
Yes, so that's so as you would have observed that when the dancers are dancing, they have these bells,
Yep.
which are called ghungroos.
Okay.
And these basically are recreate that sound or recreate that melody that you hear while played by the different instruments.
Okay.
And how you match your beat with the song or with the composition is the skill or the art of dancing.
Right.
And again, just like science, it has its guidelines and technicalities, and how you create the patterns is what the innovation is all about.
Okay, that's awesome. Now tell me about the instruments.
Okay, so there's like different instruments that's used. The primary one being tabla. Tabla is Indian drums.
Okay.
So it sets the background, and it also sets the time. So you play different beats in the tabla.
Okay.
And then the dancer matches or basically aligns their dancing with that instrument. And then you have other melody instruments like it's called harmonium, which is like a piano.
Yep.
And then you also have other like the sitar, which
Yep.
is again similar, is a string instrument. So again, in a live Kathak show, you would have a singer, you would have a vocalist, I would say, and you would have the different instruments playing with you, and the dancer kind of matches, and it's like a speech
Yeah.
in music and dance.
Okay, I get it. So you may send it a message, basically.
Yeah.
I got it.
Or telling a story.
Do you, now speaking of that, do you sing it all too, or just dance?
For now, I just
Just
dance.
okay, no, that's fine. I mean, everybody has the. Now, is there any singing involved in some of the dances, or is it just instrumental music for each dance?
There is a lot of singing involved. As I said, Kathak is basically telling a story.
Yeah, that's what I
So-
figured. If you're telling a story, you kind of got to do a vocal. You got to do some vocalizing, obviously.
Yes, so the vocalists sing and the dancers dance. But again, there is a section in Kathak where the dancer comes on to the stage.
Yep.
And explains what they're going to perform, right?
Okay.
There's different types of compositions. And again, with Guru Mona, I have been like learning these different compositions, and then it gets more and more complicated with the patterns and permutations and combinations, and how you kind of fit all that in the beats that you have.
Cool. Okay.
So that kind of is very challenging as well as fun at the same time.
Okay. Now, how many students does Mona have now?
She's about 65
Wow.
globally. So again, there's this whole world has become like one family right now, and
Yeah. It's a big family.
Yeah, so there's so much like you can reach, and there's a lot of virtual classes that go on.
Okay.
And with the pandemic and stuff, we've we've been doing a lot of these virtual programs, and globally, like in Europe, in India. And so it kind of helps us.
So you basically
spread
you're
the art.
broadcasting all over the world.
Yes.
That's perfect.
And we have students in different parts of the world.
Yeah. Okay.
And again, it's really like a big family kind of, everybody learns their culture and background and stuff. So that's what COVID has taught us, I would say.
Have you been back to India since you came here and got your degree from Akron and then started the dancing studio? Do you go back there regularly?
I wanted to go there like last year.
Oh yeah, last year was tough.
It was tough.
Yeah.
So the last time I was there was in 2017.
Okay. Wow. So it's been 4 years.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, but my parents live in India, and they usually visit us.
Oh, good. Okay.
And again, it's all just this year been with COVID. It's been hard.
Yeah,
but,
it's been rough. I know.
But the FaceTime and again the technology kind of like brings you closer, right?
Okay, well, tell me a little bit more about the science that are you like working with medicines and medical people, or for your science work, or
I actually work with
What?
many technologists and many engineers.
Okay.
Again, we make the different filters that we use.
filters?
Yes.
For what?
So filters for all application, engine applications. We do clean rooms.
Okay.
Again, a lot of the face masks, surgical gowns.
Oh, okay, right. You mentioned that. It's the face masks, not for COVID, but just for doctors doing surgery. Or for COVID too, right?
For COVID too.
Okay.
So actually, COVID has been.
If anything, you're probably making more masks now.
Yeah, COVID has been a very busy time for
course.
us. But again, it really feels good to do something which kind of helps the population and kind
Of course, yeah.
it brings us closer, right? And I do feel like all the new innovation that we do, either in science or dance, it kind of makes me very happy.
Of course, you're great at what you do.
Yeah. So I mean, I don't know about that, but I try to be great in whatever I do.
Well, I mean, you're a big cog in a machine here, and it's, you know what I mean. Like you're helping a lot of people. That's important.
Yes, and I do enjoy my work, and like I said, dance. I always feel like, you know, scientists or technologists, you know, when they have a creative passion, whether it's singing, dancing, that kind of helps you do your current job better. So I always feel it kind of gives you a very positive outlook.
Right. I mean, it's a release,
Yeah.
obviously. Yeah,
Yeah.
I get it. So how do you recruit new people in the? I mean, now, are all the students from I mean, I'm just wondering, do you have any American students, or I'm just tell me about the makeup of the students at the school. Mostly Indian, but there are probably other you know, just Americans too, or
It's
it's open to the public, I assume, right?
Yeah, it's primarily Indian students, but again, these Indian students have been brought up with different backgrounds.
Right.
So also we have some students from Europe.
Yep.
We had some students who wanted to try from the US also.
Of course.
So we have European, we have people way back in India also learning from Guru Mona, even though she is here, but again, it's all virtual.
Yep.
So again, she had a student in Africa, so it's all
Wow.
global. So that's what is the beauty of, you know, like we have learned how to work through those different global time zones. And when I volunteer my time as an assistant director, I, you know, understand more of the administration stuff, the exam stuff, you know, how we kind of grow the school. So I get experience with that also.
Okay.
Again, and I always enjoy working with her, so I'll take every opportunity to work with her and learn more.
So now, when you say you work with her, are you like, do you work for her or just with her? You know what I mean? Does she pay you, or does she?
No, I'm just a volunteer.
You just okay. Now, does she have a staff of people that she pays, or does she run the school by herself?
She pretty much runs the school by herself.
Okay.
And I just like volunteer whenever I can.
Right, right. Well, you're there all the time. Obviously, you're one of the mainstays.
Yeah. So, but I have, like I said, I have my regular science job.
Right.
But
exactly. But were you with her from the beginning when she founded the school?
maybe a year after.
A year
she
after,
found-
okay.
Yeah. So
But she's from India too, right?
yes,
She
she's
is.
from India too, and again, she moved to the Boston area in 2010.
Okay.
But she's been teaching prior to that in the West Coast.
Okay. Cool.
But she started Mona's Dance Academy officially in 2011.
Okay.
So after a few months, basically, I joined.
That's awesome. Okay.
And I have been a part of it ever since. So I do, like I said, it's been a great journey, and I've learned so much from Guru Mona, and kind of spreading the Indian dance culture, learning from students. We do a lot of global events.
Okay. Like what?
So we did a few multicultural events.
Okay.
So where we kind of showcase the different cultures, or there was different cultures, and we kind of got an opportunity to showcase the Indian culture.
Right. Okay.
We do
Like fashion shows and.
yeah, like travel shows.
Yeah.
We did that also, but we did one for I think it was organized by the governor of Nashua. So
Oh,
we
okay.
did one.
Sununu? Oh, you mean the governor of Nashua? You mean
No,
of
I
New
mean the
Hampshire?
mayor of Nashua.
The mayor,
sorry.
I don't know who that is.
Mayor of Nashua, and so we did one with the mayor of. He had organized one, so it was good to see different cultures, and we got an opportunity to present, the Kathak form of dance. Again, if you look at it, it has a lot of synergy with. Have you heard of flamenco?
Yeah, it's a Mexican dance.
Exactly.
Right,
So,
okay.
So if you see Kathak, it has a lot of similarities with flamenco.
Flamenco, okay.
The long skirts and with the different movements, and also with ballet, because we don't do pirouettes, but we do something called chakkars,
Okay.
which is the different circles, or we go. But it's pirouettes are on pretty much on one leg or one feet.
Wow.
But we have different types of pirouettes. So we have a 1-step one, we have 3-step one, 5-step, 8-step.
Wow.
So, and they basically, you do multiple pirouettes and then you come back to your central axis and then you maintain the balance.
Okay, I couldn't do any of them.
I mean, like I said, it takes a lot of
It takes a lot of practice, and you have to. Yeah,
But
you have to be agile and nimble. I'm neither. I'm in good shape, but I'm not that nimble.
But again, I mean, if you try, you can do it too. So
Well, maybe I will try it.
yeah, so so again, a lot of similarities with that, and also tap dancing.
Yeah.
So,
Tap dancing too. Do you have like the clickers on the shoes?
So we don't have clickers, right? So we have the ghungroos.
Oh, okay. That's like castanets, except
Yeah.
Indian, right?
Yeah, so so the ghungroos and so it's basically, you just imagine all of them together.
Right. Okay.
And also, of course, with the different, whatever our ancestors have taught us, right? The different epics in India, the different styles in India.
Right,
All
okay.
that has a lot of influence. So this is like an outfit I'm wearing. This is one type of an outfit.
Yeah, looks
And
great.
the other one is a long skirt.
Okay.
So again, there's a lot of variation and color to it.
Okay. Well, guess what? We're under 5 minutes.
Okay.
So what I want you to do in the time remaining is I ask all my my current guests to do is look at the camera and give shouts out to people that are going to see the show, because a lot of them are going to see it.
Okay.
And then we'll wrap the show up. Just condense them. You can talk, your husband, your child, your daughter, and your friends, and Mona, of course, and then that's it. And we'll wrap it up.
Well, thank you, Harrison, for
Thank
the
you.
opportunity, and I'm very happy to have met you. And again, thank you, Guru Mona, for all the support and for teaching me and giving me an opportunity to grow myself. My parents, my husband, my daughter. Again, thanks for supporting me. Thanks for encouraging my passion. My colleagues at work for making work fun for me. All my friends also. I hope you all watch this show and keep watching all the shows actually.
Absolutely.
With Topic Time with
Harrison
Young. So keep watching, and I hope you all have a great year.
All right, thank you. Now, before we wrap it up, I just want to say to you too, like I do all my guests, if you had a good time with me, then spread the word about Topic Time to your friends, and I'd love to get more, have them text me, and we'll get them on the show. I get a lot of my guests to word of mouth.
Definitely, and I also want to compliment you on, encouraging talent and giving people an opportunity to express themselves and kind of giving them the
platform.
recognition. So I want to.
Well, thank you very much.
So thank
Sneha,
you.
that's awesome. I really appreciate that. It's very sweet of you to say.
It means a lot. So
It does, and I know, and it means a lot for me to hear you say that. A great testimonial right here on my show. You can't ask for better than that.
and you have always appreciated and encouraged upcoming local artists, which
Absolutely.
I think is
not only
very
local, but
important.
everywhere, but local, of course, local.
Yeah, local and international and global. But I just want to highlight that you make this a lot more fun and
Well, I
less
try.
stressful. So
All right, well,
compliments to you.
great job, Sneha. Are you ready to wrap the show up the way we began it?
Yes,
With my
let's
music.
do the
Okay, folks,
music.
thanks for watching another great episode of Topic Time. More to follow. See you next time. Have a good one.